Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2022 in another part of our Aston Martin career mode. Today, we begin the final stretch of Season 4 with our final 6 races, the first of 6 final races with Aston Martin. We have the Singapore Grand Prix today, which has always brought up crazy results in the past. We have had some insane races over the last few episodes, so I'm really looking forward to getting into it. This 1.11 patch or whatever has really added in some fantastic racing, and it has been going down to the wire. You have to be on it with your strategy, you have to time things to perfection, and that's exactly what we're going to be looking to do today in Singapore. So leave a like if you are enjoying, and of course subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos. So without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed into the action. First of all, we have some development points to give away, surely. Yes, we've got one for Piastri, so we'll bump him up to an 80 there. I think I am going to go for Piastri and Norris next season at McLaren, when we hopefully join them. But yes, let's keep going on into the next episode. We will have some research complete, so we might as well get some more research going. We're trying to make Aston Martin as unbeatable as possible for next season, because the whole project is going to be to try and get McLaren up to where Aston Martin are. And I'm really, really intrigued. I have seen recently, by the way, that there is apparently a 15-season limit on this game. Now, it would be quite nice if we can go to McLaren and make a big difference there. And then maybe go somewhere else after that. You know, maybe Mercedes by that point, you know, will still have not really done a lot. But yeah, we are doing good job with the research. We're nearly there with all of that. Interested to see what the results were for the vote here. So, we have voted in favour. The only one that voted against the cost cap was Ferrari, interestingly enough. So that has reduced, which is pretty good. We do need another front wing manufactured. Let's get that done. Sorry, I've got a tickly little cough from somewhere or other. We don't appreciate that. Right, 2 of them. Anything else we need? I don't think so. I think we're all sorted, really. Okay. Obviously, we've taken new engines, all of that good stuff with both drivers now. I think I've seen that Sainz has a development point. He does. Let's add it to his reactions. He must be not far away from being a 94 rated driver. Now, Singapore Grand Prix. It's going to be ready and raring to go. We will promise both drivers through to Q2 and Q2 through to Q3. Should be nice and easy, that one. We can say we'll get the fastest lap. We can do the finish position streak as well. And we always go for the hardest targets to try and set ourselves some challenges. Yeah, no development points there. Oh, we do have one for Dirk de Beer, though. Let's go for cooling, and he's now an 86 rated technical chief. Sorry, head of aerodynamics, which is awesome. You know what? I might try and renew at least these contracts. Can we do that? Oh, he's occupied. Just so that these are locked down for as long as possible. But yeah, we've got the weekend coming up. Let's see how we get on in Singapore. Usually a lot of crazy stuff happens here.
We're here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit and the Singapore Grand Prix is just about to start. The name Singapore means City of Lions, and this weekend Formula One will be roaring into action. The bumpy street surfaces here make this a challenging circuit for the drivers, and the humidity causes them to lose as much as 3 kilos over the course of a race. But it's also tough on the cars, with 23 corners to tackle each and every lap. Good low-speed downforce will make all the difference here. This is it. We're down to the last few races of the season, and it's time for that final push. Who will be crowned champion at the end of it all? We'll find out soon enough. Let the weekend begin!
Right then, we are ready and raring to go, so let's get ourselves into the weekend. I tend to just simulate all the practice now, as I'm sure you guys have probably noticed anyway, but yeah, don't really see much point, so we simulate straight to qualifying. Didn't even look at the weather this weekend. That was very naughty of me. But let's see. Always skip this rubbish from David Croft. And then, yeah, so looks like we're pretty quick. Hamilton and Sainz near Verstappen's pace. Looks like Ricciardo, Bottas, Albon and Schumacher are going to have grid penalties. You can see the setup confidence is pretty low, but I don't really think we need the performance boosts for our drivers. So, you know, the last couple of Grand Prix, I've just been fiddling around with this at this point of the weekend. That's possibly what we should have done, and then move that back there. A little bit more. Yeah, like a bit more like so. And then, yeah. I think that's about as good as we're going to get with Lewis. Let's have a little look at Carlos. Yeah, presuming he wants it a bit more that way. That's fine. We can actually fine-tune this a little bit more. You know what? That ain't half bad. That'll do nicely. Right. Let's get ourselves into qualifying then. You know what? I quite enjoyed doing all of qualifying in the last episode. I know the episode was a little bit longer, but it is quite nice to have the full experience. So let's head out with Hamilton straight away. We'll see what he can produce, and then we'll get Sainz out there as well. And we hope not to come across any, if any, traffic. Let's hop on board with the 7-time world champion and watch him go through the lovely dark streets of Singapore. We are expecting Lewis to be able to maybe even put this car on pole position. Let's have a look at the difference between them. Not a lot, is there? 0.02 of a second. Hamilton goes through and does a 36.372. We'll keep an eye on Sainz as he goes through the middle sector split and see where he's at. Decent driving here from Lewis Hamilton. Carlos Sainz coming through 36.431. So Hamilton is that little bit quicker than his teammate, and Lewis Hamilton now comes up to the line and he goes quickest with a 134.8. Sainz now through this final sector. We'll be hoping that he can go second. Well, he will go second, but we'll be hoping that he's nice and close to his teammate Lewis Hamilton. And it's a 35.0 actually, or 34.9. Always struggle to tell, but Lewis Hamilton definitely quicker than his teammate there. Be interesting to see where the Red Bulls, Mercedes and Ferraris fit into all of this. Verstappen 0.3 slower than Lewis. Very interesting. Where's Ocon? Ocon's gone 10th, so maybe we're back to our best this weekend. We haven't been a dominant car for a long time now. You know, we haven't developed the car at all this season, other than right at the very start. So I find it very, very interesting that we're still as quick as we are, considering how much thought we've put ahead to next year's car. It'll be interesting to see the second group of time lapse, whether
that's it for the session.
Whether there's any big changes. So Nicholas Latifi is going to be first over the line. Quite a large spread between the field here. Nicholas Latifi, what can he do? Can he get himself through? No, he improves slightly. Perez goes 7th. What about Stroll? Can he get through into qualifying 2? No, he can't. Bottas goes 6th. Improvement for him. Gasly goes 5th. What about Ocon? Ocon comes through now, and Ocon only 10th. Vettel 3rd. Here comes Albon then. Albon over the line, and Ricciardo over the line as well. What about Leclerc? Can he improve? Only 13th. Giovinazzi goes through, only 15th. And Norris comes through, only 12th. What about Russell? Russell doesn't improve. Verstappen comes through, and he doesn't improve. Well, he does. He actually splits us. He's second there. Little bit of updating was required there. And Zhou Guan Yu, of all people, goes into second place. Where did he get that one? As his teammate goes out, Zhou Guan Yu pops up into second place. But going out in Q1 then is Mick Schumacher, Yuki Tsunoda, Alex Albon, Lance Stroll, and Nick Latifi. Right, into Q2 then. 91%, 93%. Pretty good confidence levels. That's what we like to see. I think you use the used tyres. I think it's been quite useful for us having extra sets of new soft tyres. So might as well go out there and use the used. We'll get signs out there pretty quickly.
Yeah, all good.
Hamilton can follow. Well, Sainz has got through without any traffic. Hamilton's coming through the first corner now. Is Verstappen going to be in front? No, he's not. So Hamilton pretty lucky there. We'll keep an eye on Carlos Sainz. I think Sainz, yep, Sainz has got through. He won't have any trouble with traffic. Ricciardo and Giovinazzi could be an issue for Hamilton, but I don't think he'll quite reach them. Ocon may well be the issue for all three of us. But, well, we're both green in the first sector, so it appears that one of the Alfa Romeos is purple, and it was Daniel Ricciardo in that first sector, believe it or not. Daniel Ricciardo has reinvigorated his career at Alfa Romeo, and it's wonderful to see. Really has been brilliant since he left McLaren. Now, is Ocon going to get out of the way of Hamilton? Not really. Hamilton was purple in that middle sector, so quicker than the Alfa Romeos, and it's going to be Carlos Sainz that comes over the line and sets the time to beat. And it's a 134.8, which matches what Hamilton did in Q1. I think Hamilton will be slightly slower than that. Here comes Daniel Ricciardo and Giovinazzi. So Giovinazzi over the line, he goes second. What about Ricciardo? He goes second now. And Hamilton over the line, he goes slightly quicker than his teammate. Second and first for both of our guys right now. Very, very good.
Got a car.
And somebody has crashed.
Okay.
And whom is it?
Yellow flag ahead. Yellow flags ahead.
Copy.
It's Kevin Magnussen. Is Kevin Magnussen
All
out?
eyes on Kevin Magnussen here.
Well, it was a
Thank
soft
goodness
crash.
Nobody else was involved. That was a big crash.
But he's okay for now. We'll be able to do another run, you would imagine. So, let's zoom it through a little bit. I wonder if anybody's times were hampered there. It looks like Hamilton's going to slow down Verstappen nicely. And, yeah, only 5th place for the Red Bull of Max. Bottas up in third place, which is a good little time, isn't it? But, yeah, let's push on. This qualifying session should be more than through. That's a comfortable assumption. But definitely the likes of Ocon need to improve. Perez, Norris. Looks like McLaren have got something that they can compete with this weekend, so it'd be a shame for them to not be able to do that. So here we go then. Giovinazzi is going to be the first guy up to the line. Can he get near his teammate? Giovinazzi over the line, doesn't improve. What about Bottas? No, Norris doesn't either. No, Norris does. He goes fourth. Zhou Guanyu third now. Zhou Guanyu is very, very quick this weekend. So Giovinazzi is out. What about Charles Leclerc? He comes up to the line. Doesn't improve enough. Perez goes sixth. Vettel goes seventh. Russell now comes through. Doesn't improve. Ricciardo does. Ricciardo goes quickest. Wow. And now the two Red Bulls. Well, Verstappen is through, but Ocon is out. Ocon is out. Gasly goes 8th. Verstappen would have been in trouble. Magnussen comes over the line now. And he is only in 15th. But Daniel Ricciardo, a 1:34.5, by far the quickest time of everybody so far. And, well, is he in the mix for pole position? That is a huge lap time. 3/10 quicker than anything we've managed. But, yeah, let's get ready for Q3 now and have a little look. We've got 2 sets of soft tyres. So let's use them. We'll keep a new set for the race tomorrow.
Ready, okay. Yeah, all good here.
Gonna have to be pretty quick about it, aren't we? So Sainz is gonna get out there. Ricciardo's already gone. There's Vettel going now. And Hamilton's gonna follow those. If you want to get 2 runs in, you're gonna have to be pretty quick about it. So Carlos Sainz is going to go first. So we will focus on the person in second position in the Drivers' Championship at the moment. Carlos Sainz. Who's had a very, very strong season. Very consistent. Was crashed into it the last race by Verstappen. And that's why he's back down to second in the championship. But he will be looking to take back control of the championship this weekend. Goes purple in sector 1, so quicker than Daniel Ricciardo, who's quickest in the last session. Magnussen goes through, he's no quicker. Hamilton, meanwhile, is getting a little bit of a tow from Max Verstappen, so a 26.8 for Sainz, 26.6 for Hamilton. That's huge. Hamilton is right behind Max Verstappen. Not sure what's going on with Max this weekend, but he doesn't seem to have the pace. And Red Bull, already one of their cars out. They will be devastated if Verstappen doesn't qualify very well. Here comes Sainz in the middle sector, quicker than Ricciardo. That's definitely the case. Hamilton is coming through sector 2 now, and I think he's pretty much bang on behind Max Verstappen. It's another purple sector for Lewis. He is flying. How's he doing compared to Sainz? He's about 4/10 up, so this is going to be a massive lap time from Lewis Hamilton. Daniel Ricciardo goes over the line at 34.9, not quite as quick as his Q2 time. Here comes Carlos Sainz then. He comes up to the line, and it's a 34.8. That matches his Q2 time. Hamilton now following Max Verstappen through. This is going to be a massive lap time from Lewis Hamilton. He comes up to the line, and he goes on to pole position with a 34.6. 2/10 quicker than his teammate Sainz. It was the third sector that he lost a little bit of time in because of Verstappen. Verstappen only 5th. Zhou Guanyu goes 4th. Norris 6th. Vettel in 8th. What about Gasly? He's coming through the final sector. Russell a long way down. Now Gasly could potentially spoil Verstappen's party especially. And here comes Gasly up to the line. Where can he go? He goes 5th. He does go above Max Verstappen, and Perez goes 9th. Russell now coming through the final sector, the final few corners of this racetrack. Now, George Russell generally has been quicker than Gasly this season. If he's quicker than Gasly today, he could potentially pop himself up into 4th, maybe even 3rd, if he's lucky. So here we go then. George Russell coming up to the line. Where's he going to fit into all of this? He goes 4th. Very, very good. Well, Max Verstappen down in 7th. Not great for him and his supporters, of which hopefully none of you are. No, I'm only joking. Slightly. But, yeah, let's see. So just waiting for that optimal moment. Of course, we want our drivers to be the last 2 over the line. So there goes Sainz. And Hamilton's going out there now. So can we get our first qualifying 1-2 for a long, long time? You know, our qualifying form hasn't been great, but Hamilton sort of on his own with all of this. Sainz potentially will get a bit of a tour from, I think it's George Russell, is it? Yep, George Russell. Hamilton out there on his own, doing his own thing. It'll be interesting to see what the timings are. So we'll watch Sainz through this first sector and see if he gets anywhere near Lewis Hamilton's time for sector 1 from the last lap. So DRS open. Let's see if Sainz can do it. He's coming up to the first sector split, only green. Hamilton, meanwhile, he's now onto the straight. I'm not expecting this to be quicker, I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's going to be a little slower. And I was correct in those assumptions. Now, how does it compare? Oh, wow. 0.2 slower than Carlos Sainz. So I don't think Hamilton has got any sort of chance here. Have we not put the right... No, we did. We did put the right tyres on for him. He just did a mega first sector before Sainz coming through the middle sector, and he's purple in the middle sector. Oh, Sainz could ruffle a few feathers here because he's actually the perfect distance behind George Russell here. He's going to be towed a little bit over the line. It's just whether the dirty air makes him struggle through this final sector the way it did for Lewis with Max Verstappen. Verstappen, meanwhile, goes over the line and he goes above Sainz, and he's so close to getting Lewis Hamilton. Sainz now comes across the line. Is Sainz going to take pole position? He is. What a lap that is from Carlos Sainz, a 34.4. What can Lewis Hamilton respond with? I don't think a lot. This isn't great from Lewis. It's a 34.7, which isn't any better than what he produced the first time around. Carlos Sainz, where did that come from? That was an inspirational lap time. And he takes pole position for the Singapore Grand Prix. Max Verstappen found something on the used tyres. How on earth he got that close, I really don't know. But in the end, not quite enough. And luckily for Lewis, he will be starting ahead of Max Verstappen. But Carlos Sainz, wow. What a great we have got for tomorrow. Of course, Ocon is not going to be up there helping his teammate Max Verstappen. So that's interesting. But, wow, Sainz takes pole position ahead of Lewis in second. And then Verstappen in third. Ricciardo will have a grid penalty from fourth place. Then Vettel, Russell, Guan Yu, Gasly, Norris and Perez.
The grid is packed, so there's electricity in the air. But there's no surprises in that. It's race day.
We saw a magnificent display of talent from Aston Martin during qualifying. This is as good a grid for them as anyone can hope for. This weekend, Red Bull displayed promise during qualifying. Now they need to capitalize on their grid position and get a good race under their belts. A sunny day here with only a few clouds in the sky. If things stay this way, the weather shouldn't pose any challenges to the teams.
Well, we've got some fascinating strategies that are sure to be applied today. But for now, all eyes shift to the starting line of the Singapore Grand Prix.
Right then, I think we are ready and raring to go here, you know. Let's have a little look at the pre-race report in terms of expected strategies. Potentially a soft medium run. Tyre wear isn't massively an issue here, but you've got to be a little bit careful. So, Hamilton. Signs. I think Hamilton goes for the alternate strategy and tries to attack towards the end of the race. Wow, 25 seconds quicker that is, apparently. It's massive. Okay, and then Sainz will do the same strategy but switched. So he will start on softs, try and get away in that first stint. And then towards the end of the race, have those medium tyres. We'll go for that. Okay, right. So Hamilton's coming in on lap 34. Carlos Sainz on lap 30. So not really much difference between them. We'll put as much fuel in the car as we can. We'll get ready for this Singapore Grand Prix. Here we go. Enjoy.
A partly clear night here. The drivers now lined up on the grid. Taking a look here at Carlos Sainz. They're starting today at the head of the pack, but will they be able to stay there? Looking down the grid, it's Hamilton. After an impressive qualifying performance, they're starting today just behind pole. The teams are ready to go. We're just moments away from the Singapore Grand Prix.
Okay.
And it's lights out.
Lights out, away we go. Carlos Sainz gets off the grid well, so does Lewis Hamilton though. And who is going to be leading into turn one? Hamilton goes down the inside, and Hamilton trying to get through here. Oh, he's still on the inside. Wow, 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 wow. That could have been carnage going into turn one, but Lewis Hamilton keeps it clean. But now he's going to get an almighty run down the main DRS straight. He's right in the slipstream of his teammate Carlos Sainz. Is Lewis Hamilton going to go for a move here on this first lap? No, he's not. So Max Verstappen is in third place. Then we have got Russell in P4. Daniel Ricciardo, by the way, starting in P9 today, so only a 5-place grid penalty for him. Now we need to break that 1 second window to Max Verstappen behind. That's our first priority here, and then it'll be over to these two guys to fight it out. And we do try and keep them on alternate strategies so that there's ultimate fairness. It's not just going to be a procession. Well, already 1.5 seconds ahead of Max. Very, very good start to this Grand Prix. I think already we can head down to neutral. And those can hopefully follow Carlos on those soft tyres through this opening stint. You would expect that potentially Sainz is going to have the extra pace because he's on those new soft tyres. already 1.9 ahead of Max Verstappen. This is exactly like we started out the season. So then it goes Verstappen, and then we've got George Russell just behind him, who of course won the last Grand Prix. Vettel in P5, Zhou Guanyu in 6th, Norris 7th, then Gasly and Ricciardo behind them. Then Perez is P10, Giovinazzi hound in the back of that Ferrari. Then Ocon in P12, Magnussen 13th, Leclerc in 14th, Tsunoda 15th, then Latifi, Schumacher, Stroll, Bottas, and Alex Albon rounding out the top 20. So there's not really going to be a lot happening in this race until the pit stop, so we will zoom it forward. There'll probably be some DRS overtakes between the top two, so we'll see whether that's actually going to happen or whether the DRS isn't going to be quite strong enough for Lewis to be able to get past. We might go balanced on the fuel as well and try and save that up for later on in the Grand Prix. But here we go then. Lewis Hamilton, first dose of DRS today. And how close is he going to get to overtaking? Not very. Not very. So
Increasing lift and coast.
Yep. Update on liftoff. We do require fuel liftoff.
Copy.
So let's zoom it through. I think since they've updated the DRS, I don't think Hamilton should fly past Carlos Sainz every lap. We're staying nice and close. Russell, by the way, into P3 now. And this could be a chance for Hamilton. Actually in a pretty good position this time. Had a little look, but decided against it. So yeah, they're trying to just build that gap to Russell behind, guarantee the 1-2 essentially is what we're trying to do here. But Hamilton doing a great job of staying with his teammate Carlos Sainz. And Hamilton actually into the lead of this Grand Prix now. I'd expect Sainz to be able to get through, because he's on the soft tyres. But Hamilton leading the way, but we kind of don't want them to fight too much. But we're just leaving it up to them. We're not trying to do anything with the strategy, just leave it up to these two to sort out between themselves what is going to happen in this race and in this championship, and trying to keep it clean as possible. Obviously, when you're running so close to each other, things can happen. Sainz is in prime position really to get back past Lewis here. As we come round the corner. Yeah, still no luck. So I think, honestly, time to zoom forward. I think we will see a few changes in position as we go through this Grand Prix, but I don't think there's anything we particularly need to worry about. We're pulling away from Russell in third position. And there you go, Sainz does get back through on Hamilton. But as I say, it's going to be later in this Grand Prix where it gets incredibly intense. But Sainz is unable to get ahead of Hamilton by enough. You know, it's less than a second, and when you're on alternate strategies, obviously Sainz is going to have the medium tyres for the second stint,
I
so
think we've had a car
will probably
run wide.
last longer. He's also going to come in earlier, so could well have a bit of an undercut. Well, some people already in the pit lane, which is interesting. Gasly and Magnussen are those people. And I am intrigued to see what other cars' strategy is today. They do seem to be quite conservative out there. And, well, everybody else is coming in as well. I mean, our tyres are still in very, very good condition. There's no real need for us to come into the pits. But everybody has done. And they're surely going to get caught in traffic. You know, you've got the two Williams cars of Tsunoda and Latifi very much in the way of people. Tsunoda up in 4th place at the moment. I believe Ocon must be on mediums. Yes, he is. So medium tyre runners have not, of course, pitted yet. But still a fair distance from pit stops. I'm doing a good job of looking after his tyres, and he's actually made it back past Sainz here. And that's fastest lap of the race, so it's starting to look pretty quick out there. Sainz back through, funnily enough. Still a good length away from pit window time. It's a horrible train of cars behind George Russell. Hamilton leading the race. It seems like we have got a battle going on here. So let's see if Sainz can get back past his teammate. Pulls to the inside, but thinks better than to go for it there. We'll have another go in this DRS zone. Not quite. And this time, no luck there either. Sainz 3 laps away from his pit window. I'm starting to think, do we attack? Tsunoda's still out there now. Will Russell be able to get past him easily enough? That's a big question. So yeah, I think now is the time for Carlos Sainz to push his car. And he has got through. Hamilton will get his chance to do that pushing in a bit. I might actually drop him off Sainz here just to let Sainz pull away, maximise his tyres now. Could also harvest. Yeah, there you go. So Hamilton now. Hamilton now in a position.
Okay, that was a purple lap. I'll let you know if the situation changes.
Well, he can start doing his own thing again.
So no need to charge the pack.
Yeah, we're just allowing Sainz to get the rest out of these tyres that he can. But Russell 38 seconds behind Mr. Sainz here. Tsunoda in P5. Norris up next. Verstappen quite a way down. Not having a good weekend, are they, Red Bull? Ocon. Somebody's locked up. Wasn't either of our drivers, luckily.
Looks like there's been a lockup.
It was actually Tsunoda. I think he's okay, though. Hamilton, believe it or not, is actually quicker than Sainz, who's going for it. Oh no, he's not. He's not. He's losing time. Just what we expected to happen. Now Hamilton's got his own little bit of time that he can do this with. So back to standard he goes. Back to balanced he goes. And he'll be coming in this lap, popping on the medium tyres.
Back it out. Back it out.
Okay.
There you go, Hamilton now starting to catch up again. And now Hamilton will get the opportunity to do what Sainz has done for a few laps. We just needed Hamilton kind of out of the picture there. Because,
Understood.
you know, the battling with the DRS and whatever, that was a bit of an issue. But Sainz is in. It's a very, very slow pit lane, this one. I don't know if he's going to come out in front of Ocon. Probably not. Well, there goes Ocon, so Sainz is going to come back out in a very, very comfortable third position. So there you go. Get him harvesting.
Recharge on as well, please.
Yeah.
Now, brand new medium tyres. Probably will get a little bit of an undercut on Lewis.
Temps are now climbing.
Lewis is absolutely going for it right now.
Recharge off when you're ready.
Okay.
So let's see where we end up here. New fastest lap for Lewis Hamilton. Of course, he is going to be on the soft tyres.
Looked like a clean lap there as well, mate.
Yeah.
And Sainz puts in the fastest lap now. It's following Esteban Ocon rather nicely. So Hamilton's got one more lap. So he can push. He's going to come in. He's going to put on not the medium tyres. He's going to put on the softs. Thank goodness it came up with a warning there. Otherwise, we'd have really messed up Hamilton's day.
So, box.
So 22.4 seconds he is behind Carlos Sainz. He's probably going to just drop behind.
And think about increasing the lift and coast just a little.
But not by much. So, let's see what he can pull off in the pit stops. Sainz definitely closing in a little bit on him. Here comes Lewis Hamilton into the pit lane. Sainz now coming round. I don't know who's going to come out on top here. think Hamilton's going to be 3 seconds behind or something like that. But here comes Carlos Sainz. Hamilton turns into his pit box. Gets his change of tyres, he's away. Sainz goes past the pit lane. And Hamilton is back out there. And it will be, as I said, about 3-4 seconds behind his teammate. It's actually a lot more. It's 5 seconds behind his teammate. So it's going to be a tough road back now for Lewis on those brand new soft tyres, but depends how much of a pace advantage they have. But we will see. We will see what happens. Plenty of gap to Russell and Norris behind. Verstappen is nowhere today. We're expecting Ocon to be coming into the pits any time now, really. So let's see. Let's zoom it forward a little bit and see what goes on. Ocon's still out there. Let's see Hamilton slowly but surely catching his teammate. Now, is he going to be able to get past Ocon? Not just yet. Ocon's still out there. Still struggling. This time he's going to be through. So let's see what happens here. We've got 25 laps to go.
Great play there. They've moved up a
Hamilton.
place.
Oh! Have we got a safety car? Yes, we do. We have a safety car. Ocon is going to duck into the pits now. Oh, this is interesting.
Safety car, safety car.
This is very, very interesting.
Delta positive.
I think Ocon may well come back out in third place here. It's going to be pretty close. Where's Ocon? Going to be coming back out the pits now. Norris and Russell are ahead. It was Perez that is out of the Grand Prix. We don't know what happened, but Perez is out. Tsunoda in the pit lane. Sainz leading the way. Hamilton second. But Hamilton no longer having to make up that time. Is on the better tyres. Norris is in third for McLaren. And it's going to be pretty much a drag race, isn't it? Now. I think realistically we don't need to push the ERS too much.
Prep ourselves for a push.
I think we should be comfortably quicker than Norris.
And it'll just be recharge off whenever you're ready.
There goes the safety car, and now Carlos Sainz
Safety car in.
will be getting himself away. And here we go. So Carlos Sainz leads the Singapore Grand Prix as Ocon tried to go down the inside of Russell there. That could have been an interesting incident. Hamilton chasing after his teammate in second here. We need to get that 1 second gap to Norris behind. Already pulling away from the Englishman. Already 49 seconds ahead of Kevin Magnussen. All people. Sonoda amazingly down in 17th now, despite that safety car helping out. But Hamilton 0.3 seconds behind Carlos Sainz. When DRS comes, he is going to be right on him.
That is fastest lap.
Fastest lap from Lewis Hamilton. A 1:39.9. And this could well be the moment that he gets past his teammate, already pulls to the inside. And he is going to fly past him, so Lewis Hamilton into the lead of the Grand Prix, the championship leader by 1 point. Now, the race leader. But he's going to struggle to get more than a second ahead of Carlos here. So 0.4 seconds is the gap. Let's keep pushing. This is half a second ahead of Sainz here. I think Hamilton in general has been the quicker of the two guys this weekend, but Sainz pulled out an awesome pole position lap and it's given him a chance. But Hamilton's just too good through this final sector, really. Sainz just isn't anywhere close. Well, they did battle momentarily there. Now, 16 laps to go. I've got Russell in P3, already 13 seconds behind us. Just so much quicker than the rest of the field here. And then Ocon now up into P3. Verstappen still fighting away to try and get up into the top three. But it is tough. It is tough out there for these guys. Sainz again getting very close to his teammate, but they're going to have to balance out the fuel. We'll wait till Lewis is on 0.5 and then we'll balance the fuel for him, or at least on the same as Sainz. Well, Sainz is getting close. He's not managing to get past in the way that Lewis did. But whose tyres are going to be better come the end of the Grand Prix? Hamilton's already slightly worse than Carlos's. They're battling. And it's going to be a battle of wits between now and the end of the race. We'll join it with 5 laps to go and we'll give both of them everything they've got, because it's their championship. We don't need a 1-2 here. But what we want to... Oh!
The car stopped on track.
Now there's another crash. It is a VSC.
Okay, VSC deployed. VSC deployed.
Now, it doesn't really matter too much.
We've had a crash.
It was Kevin Magnussen this time.
Look. Okay,
He crashed
so
in qualifying,
there we
of course.
have the
He's already got no... Oh, dearie me.
That
He's
crash is
already had
terrible
no
news for the team.
front wing. And now he's barely got any rear wing. VSC ending. So we'll give it one more lap, and then it's time for us to take over.
Safety car ending. VSC ending.
So here we go. DRS
is enabled.
is enabled. We are going to attack with both drivers. We're going to give them all of their fuel. And on the last 2 laps, we will give them their ERS as well. So, Hamilton versus Sainz. This is the championship battle.
And think about this.
Who is going to come out on top? I, for one, definitely have no idea. But Sainz with the DRS is having a little look, and he goes round the outside, but Hamilton still on the inside line. Hamilton survives. Oh, wow, that was close. Sainz is knocking on the door. And his tyres will be in better shape come the end of the race. Ocon is in 30. He isn't that far away from Sainz, 11.9 seconds. It's definitely been the better of the 2 Red Bulls in this Grand Prix. There goes Sainz again with the DRS. You're just not going to get close enough in that section, and Hamilton has just got the better mechanical grip through these slow speed sections. So, we got 4 laps to go after this. The track is in its perfect state. You can't get better than this. There's Kevin Magnussen, very, very slow Kevin Magnussen. And Hamilton whips round this final corner.
And
4 laps remaining, and Carlos Sainz sets the fastest lap of the race.
Last lap was a purple lap.
138.5. And they are completely going to equalise each other in this final battle. Over the last few Grand Prix, it's been Max Verstappen and George Russell that we've been battling all the way to the line. Today, it's a race between 2 horses, both of whom are looking to be the champion at the end of the year. Hamilton for an 8th time, Carlos Sainz for the 1st. Magnussen still driving around without a front wing. I can only assume they've got none left in stock after his qualifying shenanigans. Hamilton will have DRS, as does Carlos Sainz, but Hamilton uses it as an opportunity to get away slightly there. This final sector, he only needs to find 2.5 tenths, and he will pretty much guarantee himself the victory here. No, can't find it. I don't think. Oh, he's so close. But not quite. 3 laps to go. Lewis Hamilton leads in Singapore. We've got Carlos Sainz in 2nd. No more traffic until the end of the race. So 3 more laps. Hamilton is going to drive the wheels off this thing. As is Carlos Sainz in its safety car. Safety car. 3 laps remaining. I don't think...
Safety car.
I don't think we're going to see this race restarted.
There's been a crash. Sounds like a single car.
So Latifi is out.
Now let's look. We're watching Nicholas Latifi.
Oh, what's he doing? Oh, he's just went too... Oh,
Dear
my
me,
goodness.
they won't...
Agent Latifi, eh? But now, let's have a little look at tyre condition. Ocon's not in a bad position, is he? If this race does get restarted.
Latifi's gone off at 13.
Probably.
This is going to be interesting. This is definitely going to be interesting. Right. I mean, are we going to pick up the safety car? We've got 2 laps to go. Unless the safety car comes in this lap, then we are going to end behind safety car conditions. I don't imagine it will end this lap.
So it could have been a dramatic finish, but I'm not sure we're going to get that. Don't think the safety car will be in. No, we're going to end under safety car conditions, folks. So there you go. Lewis Hamilton is going to win in Singapore unless something remarkable happens. Sainz is going to finish second. It does mean, though, Williams are going to get their first point.
We've just got 1 lap remaining.
It does mean Williams are going to get their first point this season. He's going to beat Gasly to 11th place. Lapped cars are not allowed to overtake. So Kevin Magnussen, for instance, is a blocker between Hamilton and Ocon. Sorry, Sainz and Ocon. But yeah, we've got no real chance here. Well, there isn't a chance. This race is ending behind safety car, rightly or wrongly. You know, but I suppose there was just not enough time to get things restarted. So it is what it is. There will be no racing up to the line. We will attack just in case. But yeah, good race overall, but not as dramatic as one would think. But 2 safety car periods. Well, I think it would have been an exciting last couple of laps had the safety car not come out. So here he comes then. Safety car will come into the pit lane, but there will be no overtaking.
Safety car's in pit lane.
So Hamilton comes round the final corner, and Hamilton wins here in Singapore, and there is your order.
An amazing day.
This is a result truly worthy of a champion for Lewis Hamilton. A spot on the podium is exactly what the team deserved, and they got it. The highly decorated record breaker from Stevenage once again taking to the podium. Today's competitors gave it their all, but it's going to be those 3 taking home the big points. Aston Martin having an extremely good day at the track.
I agree, this was all very impressive. And it's obviously the work of a solid, well-run team.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructor standings.
Next round will see us head east as F1 prepares for the Japanese Grand Prix. We'll see you at Suzuka, a firm favourite for the drivers.
Well, there you go then. Lewis Hamilton leads a 1-2 for Aston Martin ahead of Carlos Sainz. Esteban Ocon finishes 3rd with Russell in 4th, continuing his good form. Verstappen finishes 5th, Norris an excellent 6th, and Ricciardo finishes 7th. Zhou Guanyu 8th, Vettel 9th, and Yuki Tsunoda in the top 10. Right then, there you go then. Lewis Hamilton now 7 points ahead of Carlos Sainz in the championship. It's going to be a close one over the next 5 races. Very good stuff from both drivers. Verstappen in 3rd. Ocon not far behind his teammate though, and Russell in a very distant 5th ahead of anybody else really that could compete with him. Leclerc 6th, and then Magnussen best of the rest in 7th. Ricciardo 8th, Vettel 9th, and Perez rounding out the top 10. Into the constructors then, everybody has now scored. I think we're pretty much getting into a a known order now. You know, it's going to be Aston Martin there and then Red Bull for the constructors. It may well be Mercedes that finished third ahead of Ferrari somehow in fourth. Alpine, you would hope, managed to get Ferrari at the end. McLaren and Haas fighting over 7th and 8th. Lewis Hamilton has a dev point. What about Sainz? Not quite. Piastri does, though. Very good. Right. There you go. A $5.1 million bonus at the end of that in profit. Very, very good to see. And, of course, we've got the Japanese Grand Prix next time out. That will be a very good Grand Prix, I'm sure. Looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys are too. So leave a like if you have enjoyed that, and subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.